I'm Dale, and I'm one of the lucky summer sabbatical beauty summer box reviewers, and I'm in love with the summer box. Hey, Quinn, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the strawberry toner, and then I'll also talk a little bit about 18th century skincare, some interesting things that I found out. Not much, just share a little bit there. But mostly what I'll be doing is talking about the strawberry cocktail exfoliating toner. And for the life of me, hey Debbie, I'm so glad you're here. I can make out some of the ingredients. I know that aloe vera is the first one. It's got a lot of good stuff in there, a lot of fruits in there. So I'll be talking about the strawberry cocktail, prattling a little bit about 18th century skincare, checking in with you guys. And I think what I'll do is I will start with some peppermint water because I took my face into New York today, New York City. And usually when I do that, second swipe is really good. Thank God. Peggy, oh, I'm so happy. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna stop interrupting. Hi, I'm glad you're here. So I'm starting with some peppermint water, and eventually I will be moving to the strawberry cocktail exfoliating toner. But first I need to take some of the New York City off my face. I can't tell you just how much I love, ooh, let's not look at that. I used to be afraid of getting the peppermint water under my eyes. I don't know why. I thought that maybe it would be too drying, problematic, sting. Nope. In fact, I'll do something I'm probably not supposed to do, but oh well. It just feels good, and I have incredibly sensitive skin. Carol, oh my goodness. I'm so glad you're here. I think that's Carol. I can't really see. I'm just gauging by the name that I see, and when the glasses go on, I'll know. I have a better idea of who's here. So I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit before I put on the exfoliating toner. Man, I love this stuff. I'm used to toners being incredibly drying and doing other odd things. And I love how my face feels after, I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but I love how my face feels after I use this. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'm ready for strawberry, so I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And I wish that I could better convey when I talk about the strawberry cocktail, the consistency, because to me, it's as if it's a combination of peppermint water and coconut together, not the scents or anything, but it's just this wonderful consistency where it has this wonderful slip to it. It's not drying, as peppermint water is not drying. But when I put it on, well, we'll wait. I'll tell you once I get it on. So one of the things that I was doing was looking up 18th century skincare, and there's an awful lot that's written about cosmetics or skincare trying to hide pockmarks and things like that. But I think I found a mask that I'll look at in a little bit and talk about that was used in several different ways with some interesting ingredients. So now that I've let that sit for all of 1 minute, and I'm impatient, because if you could smell this, you would be impatient too. I'm going to apply the strawberry cocktail. First though, I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingers. I use a round when I apply it. Maybe it's the aloe vera that gives it this just wonderful texture. It's soothing. Well, aloe vera is soothing, isn't it? It is. So now I'm putting some on my round, and I'm being very careful because those of you who watched early on may know that I can do terrible things when I'm not careful with products. Alrighty, so I'm going to start up with my forehead. I treat my face as different zones. So I'm going to start with my forehead. And for whatever reason, I can't tell you why, I'm a little gentler when I'm applying this. I think there's some people that actually don't use a round when they're applying this. I am not someone who is skilled enough to do that. I just learned that the more that I exfoliate around here where I can get really bad acne, and I don't know why, maybe it's Zumba and whatever, you don't need to know. Anyway, that the more I exfoliate around with the strawberry toner and actually with the grains, the better I'm doing with the acne that I was getting. Cindy, what else would you use? Instead of, I think Gretchen's asking me what else would I use. I think there are some people, I can't recall correctly. I think it might be, some people put the peppermint water in their hands, or Gretchen, I don't know. I can't remember. There was someone in the Summer Box Review Club, I think, that was using their hands to apply something, and it may have been the peppermint water instead of using a round. I just don't know how to control this without a round. So I still have so much, and this is 1, 2, 3 tips, little tips onto the round. So when I first used this, I mean, I have no sensation. I have a sensation when I move the round on my face. And when I first started using this, I had this tingling that I would feel in my face. I don't feel anything now, except happy face. And I'm starting to actually do what I should have been doing for a lifetime in caring for my neck and some other areas. So I have a little bit, just a little more. So already where I had it up here, it's already starting to soak in. And it works best for me if I leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes. Ideally for me, I just like to leave it on for 30 minutes before I add on any of my serums. And I just let it hang out and sit on my face. It has the most intoxicating, it's this wonderful scent of fruit with, it's this umbrella of strawberries, and then you've got all of these other delightful scents. It's fruity. It's just happy fruit. So as it's sitting on my face right now, oh, nice hair. As it's sitting on my face right now, I don't have any sensation at all. My face, there's that feeling that I just love, and it really must be the aloe. There's a little bit of slip right now that eventually it goes into my face, and my face is really happy, and I won't feel that in a little bit, but right now I do. Just a little bit on there. Shouldn't be touching my face. Do you have any questions while we're hanging out and waiting for this to get in there and do all of its good stuff? Do you have any questions about the strawberry cocktail that I just won't live without? I'm already working on a campaign because I want it to just be permanent. I want it in there for life. And just how can I convince Adeline, please. I want it to stay. The scent is marvelous. I love the scent. I agree. Carol is saying that it's marvelous. Sometimes fruity, well, maybe that's because they're synthetic. I'm interrupting myself. Sometimes fruity scents to me have this, I don't know, you can't describe something as having a chemical sweetness, but that's what it is. It's a forced sweetness that interferes with the scent. And this has the scent of the strawberry with this just delightful little bit of a bite to it, which strawberries have, almost acidity or something. It's just this wonderful balance. Ah, Rachel, thank you. I have a list of replays that I'm going to be catching too. Yeah, so the scent is absolutely wonderful. And right now, I cannot really smell it on my face. Oh, not true. I get little tiny wafts still. But I can smell it here. I love it. So it's on my hands right now just because I've been using the round, and it's still, my hands feel moisturized. They don't feel dry. And so one of the things that surprises me about the grains and the strawberry cocktail is, I don't know, I just had this idea, or in my head, that exfoliating was either, okay, the apricot pits we know, it was just something that really got in there and, I don't know, just took off layers of things, dried your skin out, and the grains I find to be moisturizing. The strawberry cocktail is incredible. Just see if there are any questions or comments. Yes, it is. Carol's talking about the authentic sour acidity bite, and it's something that's right, and it does not have that synthetic sickly. That's the word, Carol. Thank you. That's the smell that, to me, that chemical sweetness. That it's a sickly sweetness, and the strawberry cocktail does. It has that just delightful. It is acidity, and it's the same, you know, you bite into that sweet strawberry and still you have that wonderful balance with that little bit of acidity, and that's what you have in the cocktail. So right now, still nothing on my face. Keep in mind that I moved, to me, fairly quickly to using this twice a day, and then I started using the grains while I was using that as well. And I'm someone who's incredibly sensitive. When started using the summer box, this was incredibly red around here, and it was red, but also I had these dry patches, and then I had a lot of dry patches here and then here, and I was using a lot of really good products, and they were working well and better than anything before when I was using my Sabbatical Beauty products. But I think for me, what was happening is that I just had dead skin cells hanging out there that were just getting in the way, and I wasn't exfoliating enough. And now I'm loving it and exfoliating regularly, and I know that for me, that's just letting the products work so much more effectively for me. So the redness here, also from the red wine serum, amazing. But using both of the exfoliants that are in the summer box, I think that our strawberry cocktail is in the deluxe box, the box that I am taking food money budget, saving up. Ah, thank you. So Cindy's talking about that my face looks more even. So to me, it looks much more even as well. So to my family, and then it also just feels more even. So this skin never felt like this skin. Or even over here, and so I'd move from dry, and then it wouldn't be so dry, then it would be bumpy, then dry, and then dry. And so as I'm exfoliating and then I'm using my eye oil gel, everything just seems to be sinking in and my face is so much happier. And so already it's going in. It's kind of fun to just feel something working like that. It is deluxe. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And I'm trying to keep an eye on time because I'll just prattle forever. So while I'm letting this sink in, what I'll do is tell you about this one thing that I learned about 18th century skincare. If I can get into my computer, which doesn't recognize my finger when it has a lot of strawberry. Sorry. Okay, now it recognizes me. So I was going to talk about something called fard. So fard, spelled F-A-R-D, in 18th century Britain, so 1700s, could have been several different things. It could be a paste kind of that people would wear that they might wear out. And then some people might use it to disguise or hide some of the pockmarks they might have on their face. But, let's see if we can get over to where I was. It's also used for, it was a face pack, according to Catherine Curzon. And she explains that one of the ways that people would mix it is they would mix sweet almond oil and then a waxy substance that was found in the head of sperm whales, spermaceti, sorry whales, and honey. And so they would dissolve this over heat, she says, and then they'd apply it to the face, leave it on the face overnight, and then she doesn't talk about if they would wash it off or not. And during the 18th century, people weren't doing a lot of washing at that time, so I don't know if that's something that they would then leave on for the day or if they would wash their faces. But it's so interesting that so much of what I'm finding in terms of skincare seems to be related to health and disease, and even some of the makeup that I was reading about, trying to take care of pockmarks and other concerns as well. But I'm going to read some more because I know that there were some other things that folks were using, vegetables and fruits. So I'm just kind of, hopefully you're still here. My dad was trying to call me and I just declined the call. That's pretty rude. I'll call him back when the live is over, and if he really needs me, he'll reach out to my husband. So I just think that I'll look at some of the different ways that fruits and vegetables were used. And I also want to move beyond, a lot of the reading that I'm seeing is looking at just a very specific group of people in Britain. So I'm going to have some fun and move to some other places. And one of the places I like to hang out in the 18th century is Peru. So I'm going to go hang out there and see what I can find there in some of the books that I have. All right. So really feeling pretty good. I think I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes and then I can't resist. I think I'm going to put on some coconut, some Dorian Gray. Of course, I've got my After Sun here, which will probably just go on at the end. Oh, that smell. Okay, now I'm just dipping into it and I'm putting it on the backs of my hands because it's the danger whenever I'm around all these goodies. The question always pops up, what else could I use this for? What else could I do with this? You always bump into something kind of neat or interesting that you can do. Oh, that feels good. I'm one of these people, I wash my hands way too much, and kind of makes me wonder if I just don't carry that around in a little, one of those little tubs that we have that we could wash out and use. So I think normally I would wait another 10 or 20 minutes. Yeah, we all do that, don't we? We just do, Carol. It's just, you're curious, what else can this be used for? So I think I'm going to move over to some coconut. Just because one of my favorite things about the summer box, just all these scents. So I'm going to use about 4 drops today. I love the coconut. So I apologize for squinting in your face. This is what happens when I try and put things on my face and I can't read. After sun and coconut on your daughter. Cindy, what did she think? Oh, I like what Cindy's saying about going back to the website and seeing the different things that products are good for. I do that too. I do that a lot. It's odd. I think I almost always have, one way or another, a Sabbatical Beauty tab open when I'm at the computer. She loved it. Yep. I love the coconut. Cindy cleansed together with her daughter. How fun is that? On her nose. I love it. So usually I would let that sit for a little bit. But in the interest of time, we're moving straight to Dorian. So I know that some of us with the strawberry, I think a few people, I know that I started off with this gentle tingling, and this is odd, never thought about this before. I didn't have tingling all over my face. I had tingling in some areas where I'm very sensitive, but I didn't have it all over my face. So that's interesting. Oh, Macy might start barking for you. So I'm just putting on some Dorian Gray. What I'm really doing is feeling how soft my skin is. Let's just be honest. It's just, for someone who's had a lot of texture for a long time, and has now found a way to exfoliate in a way that just does not make my T-zone go crazy and throw everything out of balance. I can't get over my skin and just what it feels like. Sporadic internet. That is no fun. That is absolutely no fun. And normally I would let that sit for a while and do a little something else. But now I'm going for red wine pressed serum, which I love. Macy says hello. After I've used Sabbatical Beauty, my dog just thinks that my face is dessert. I should have taken better pictures in terms of texture, because exfoliating is doing some really nice things for the lines here, definitely for the acne here. I think that now that I'm liking how the skin is feeling and how balanced it is, that next I might start using some Pearl. I might use a few other things and start playing and working on a few other things. It's kind of fun once you get, figure out how to take care of one thing. You start saying, I wonder if I were to use this, what that might do over here. Okay, so I'm just going to let all of that hang out for a bit. And I see my dad left me a voicemail. That's good. And I've got a couple of minutes. So I think I'm going to do my Father's Day shopping and my few graduates that I know shopping, and put together some fun sample things, but I think I'm also going to pair it with some fun history about skincare. So I'm looking for different things, little bits of information. Say, yeah, we were here back then when we used leeches for a lot of things, and now we're over here. Kind of have fun with that. So that is pretty much what I've got for tonight. If there are any questions, great. If you're watching this on the replay and you have questions, please go ahead and let me know. I really want to put the after sun on, but I'll do that in a little bit. I'll happily answer them. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thanks. And go ahead and like the video, please, and subscribe. We have a lot of other good videos coming up from the Summer Box reviewers, and that way you'll be able to take a look at them. And if you join us in the Facebook group, you can be a part of the conversation and see some of the comments that are coming up, which is kind of fun. Let's see what else we've got. Ah, no one ever needs to apologize for not being here, and I'll see if I can do another video at the beach. I'm not sure. I'm early next week because my schedule just went haywire next week, but we'll see if I can't figure out a way to just maybe even just get some pictures up. I'll be down at the beach tomorrow, and I can't wait to do that. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that, well, if you have questions about the Strawberry Cocktail Exfoliating Toner, please feel free to leave them down there. This is one thing I was really nervous about because of how sensitive my skin is. And I was just really pleasantly surprised. And then the results just kind of blew me away. And I love it. All right, so thanks so much, and have a lovely weekend when it gets here. And if you're working, I hope you get to take a little breather and go out and enjoy that. And I will see you later. All right, bye for now.